Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the land of giants. We're here at first light. Sun rises in about 30 minutes. I got Dive with King in the back of the boat. Stay tuned. Here we go, we're gonna kick it off with the old buzzer, old Big Red. There's something that just got smoked right there. Yeah. Oh, that short striker, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. Damn, man. Stupid sucker. Why did it slurp it? Why didn't it just throttle that thing? I didn't get to see the full size of that fish. I want to say it's at least a 4. God, dog, the rod never fully loaded up on it. She probably had just a trailer. That's how you want to start the morning off right there. Shake it off. All right, we're going to cut through here. Damn. Stupid. I did everything on a light bite that you need to do, so no matter what I tried to do, that fish was going to come off. So that's just a good way not to beat yourself up as an angler. A lot of anglers do beat themselves up for a lot of shit they have no control over. But we're back at it. Here we go. Normally they smash the fire out of this buzzer in the morning. That thing just come up right behind it, tried to slurp it. I barely seen a ripple. I'm kind of glad I didn't get to see how large the fish was. I don't think it was small. I don't think it was a gigantor, but we'll just leave it at that. All right, where's the first participant that's gonna really show you how to hit this buzzbait first thing in the morning? Oh, right there. Damn, right when I looked away too. Dang. I don't think there's a big one, but 2.5 easy. Yeah, that's how you want to hit this. Wake up! Alright, we're at the new spot. Right before I put the trolling motor up on the rack, before we left that last spot, you clearly see this is a piece of the fish that I skin hooked with the trailer hook on that first fish that I lost. You can clearly see a piece of skin right there. I've had that happen on rattle traps. Never before on a buzz bait, but some new shit. Anyway, we're at the new spot. We're gonna see what happens. Here we go. Had 3 blow ups, lost 1 fish. That's a great way to start a morning, if you ask me. Good fish. Fuck. I got that trailer hook too. That's a feisty ass fish too. Where you been all morning? Yeah, well, lukewarm. That's probably why they've been slapping at the bait. Nonetheless, still a little bit above average than a cookie cutter bass. I'm curious to see what it weighs. High 2.
Or 228, 210.
Said 210 earlier. Now it's down to low 2. 2.4, 2.3, 2.3. Look a lot more than a 2.3. Still good fish. Yeah. Joker got the trailer hook again. Yeah, there's a cookie cutter. Yep. I got water in my mouth right there. So yes, if you're fishing top water and they're not eating it and getting the main hook, I'd say at least 70% of the time, 80% of the time, something is more than likely off with the bite. I still have a piece of fish on this from the very first fish I lost today. Yum yum. But yeah, just a little thing for you to keep in the back of your mind. Same with the spinnerbait. In the world of bass fishing, after it happens 3 times, that's a pattern. Well, this has happened over 3 times, so something is obviously off with the fish. Maybe it's just a little bit chilly this morning compared to other mornings. We did have a low pressure come in this morning or last night, so they could be a little bit sluggish. Can't really rule it out totally. Now, if this gets later today, you know, around noon, and it's still short striking it or still catching them on a trailer hook, then that's a clear indication of something's up with the bite. Something's up with the fish with that bait. Maybe the fish are just off. Never really know. Just get little pieces of evidence, pieces of the puzzle. I'm gonna try this perch colored Whopper Plopper 190. Moves a ton of water. See if I can get a fish to come up and commit to this. I've caught some PBs on this bait, Caught some whales at this lake with it. I've caught some whales at just about every lake I throw it at. The tails do break, so if you make a shitty cast and hit a stump or a log or lay down a dock, that tail's not going to grow back. That tail's going to bust. The rest of the body is impact resistant plastic. See if we can get something to come up. Throw it on a 200 size Johnny Morris Signature Series reel. I got it on a 65-pound braid on a 7'9" heavy action rod. Carbon light Johnny Morris. Breakfast of champions. Cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese. Woo! I'm gonna switch up to a spinnerbait. Currently fishing the wood wall. A high percentage area. Still has tons of grass from the summertime. So it kind of limits what you're able to throw. 9:14 a.m. Back to the spinnerbait. We're on a good little spot here. We still have yet to technically get to the juice. I just want to cover these spots pretty thorough with a few different baits from different angles, just to see if there's something that we're missing. Doesn't appear to be that way, so I think as soon as we fish this, we're gonna go to the juice or head straight there. Let's see if we can't find a fish or two in this little area. Normally fairly easy to find a spinnerbait fish. Alright, so we switched it up. I'm gonna fish the Kitech 7.8 Magnum underspin. It's just a 10-aught owner beast flashy swimmer hook. Throwing on the 7'9" carbon light. Oh, I just got bit right there. First cast with this, I just got bit. Come on. It looked good to be a good keeper. Pretty good swirl right there. Oh, of course. Just about how the day is going. I'm closing in on 20 bites already. And I got 2 fish. So that tells you the fish are off. Damn, that was a good fish too. At least a 2.5 pounder. The bait's probably a little bit too big for it. It's got to definitely headshot the damn thing. What? This lure is the lure I've been catching a lot of my better fish with in the last 2-3 weeks at a different lake, at a grass lake. We do have grass here at this lake, so it only seems correct in my brain that I need to switch up and go to my bread and butter, which has been lately this Kitech 7.8. I'm gonna give this at least an hour of throwing it around here. Comes through the grass fairly nice. Oh, there's a bite right there. See if it comes back and wants to eat. Look like a pretty good swirl. Of course not. It wasn't recording. Was it recording? Look at that. God dog, y'all. That's a beautiful fish. That thing got it choked. Look at that. A dandy of a fish. Scales in here. That may be a 5. High 4, maybe a low 5. It's thick. No. Wah, wah, wah. We got a 4.6. 4.5. There we go. All right. That's a healthy fish. Almost blemish free. Almost looks like it has some post-spawn trauma to it. Yeah, big old healthy girl. Yeah, buddy. One last look at her. Uh-huh. Here we go for the release. And she goes right back to where she was. I was not filming, but I had this 410 come up and smack that Kitech 7.8 right at the boat. Mr. Daiwa's King got to witness that bite.
Bye-bye. I would be very surprised if we did just get smoked. Yeah, buddy. Smoke. They fucking smacked that log too. Oh man, that was sick. Oh, yeah, buddies. Look at that. That's choked, y'all. Smoked and choked. That is fish number 5 for me. That's a nice fish. Over 3 pounds. Got some age to this fish. 310, 311. Shit, 313, 314. 310. 3 pound 10 ounce. Beautiful bass. Here we go, 3 pound 10 ounce on the 7.8 Kitech. That should have been a fish catch. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the video for today. It was a grinder today. I ended up with 5 fish. I caught most of all my best fish on the Kitech 7.8. If you have yet to get one of them baits, you need to. Highly recommend it. Got the bigger bites today. I ended up catching 2 fish over 4 on that bait, plus a high 3. Daiwa's King ended up getting skunked, but he gets an 8 for effort. He was throwing a spinnerbait, he was throwing a Kitech. Start off the day, the morning with, I ended the day with at least 20 bites on the big red buzzer. I ended up losing my first fish of the day. That wasn't any good. That's not the way you want to start any day of fishing. But it is what it is. I'm going to get on the road and get back to the house. Until next time, SWIMBAIT 79, out.